Hello my dear students, I hope you are all well and enjoy the physics session also. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic, the application of Newton's law, or you can say this is the backbone of classical physics. You can imagine if you don't know the application of Newton's law, then it is impossible to crack any of the competition. So please, this is my request to sincerely observe the full video and grasp the concept. So let's start the chapter. So till now we discuss about the Newton's law. There are the three parts. The first part is talking about the inertia. The first part we are discuss about the inertia. If the body is at rest, it remains at rest unless and until an external force is applied on it. The second, F is equal to dp by dt, the force, the external force required to change the momentum. Or if the mass is constant, then F we can write m into a. So this is a vector quantity, the force, and this is acceleration, and this is a mass. So the net force, this is the total force acting on the body, produce the acceleration. Or we can say the acceleration on the body is produced only because of the external force on the system. So F is equal to ma. We are using this formula. And the third point is action reaction. And the third point, the every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So in third, we are talking about the action and reaction. So these are the three important points which we already discussed in Newton's law. Actually, these are the Newton's law. Now we have see in this lecture how we can apply this. This application is very important. So it is the backbone of physics. So please remember and please understand the fundamentals of this Newton's law, and it will help you to understand the physics better way in coming chapters also. So let's see the problem, how we can solve the problem with the help of this law. So we start with the pulley mass system. It is also called an Atwood machine. So we are taking a pulley. This is a pulley. Pulley is massless here. There is no mass on the pulley, and there are the two blocks. There is a mass of 2 kg, and another side there is a mass of 3 kg. There are the two blocks of different masses, the 2 kg and the 3 kg, and the pulley is massless and the thread also the massless. Now you can say that the 3 kg is heavier, so it will move downward directions, and the 2 kg is lighter one, so it move in upward direction. Just because the 3 kg is move downward and the string is same, they are attached with the same string, so definitely this 2 kg will move in upward direction and the 3 kg will move in the downward direction. So let's suppose the acceleration of 3 kg is a in downward direction, and 2 kg is the same magnitude move in upward direction. So now we draw the free body diagram of 2 kg and 3 kg and try to solve the tension and the acceleration of this. So the tension on the string is here this T, and here this is also a T. The tension will be same. The tension will be same as we already discussed. If there is a no mass, the thread is also the massless. So and the pulley is also massless. So the tension on the either side will be same. So there will be no difference in the tension if the thread is massless and the pulley is also the massless. So free body diagram of 2 kg. So let's draw the free body diagram. FBD of 2 kg. 2 kg. This is a 2 kg block. This gravity is pulling down by the force of 20 Newton. This tension T in upward direction, and it move in upward direction with an acceleration A. So it is moving in upward direction. The effective acceleration in upward direction. So the tension T must be greater than 20, because in which the acceleration is there, the force on that direction must be greater. So this it means T minus 20 equal to 2 into A. We are using the F net will be equal to mass into acceleration. This is the second point of Newton's law. Now you can say this is equation number 1. So we are getting the first equation by using the FBD of 2 kg. Now come to the FBD of 3 kg. 3 kg. Now I draw the 3 kg. This is a 3 kg. The same, the gravity pulled downward by 30 Newton, and there is a tension in upward direction T, and it will move with an acceleration A downward, as we already discussed here. So the 30 Newton must be greater than T because it moves in downward direction. So the net force 30 minus T, this is a net force, equal to mass 3 into acceleration A. Here we are also using the same concept. F net will be equal to mass into acceleration. Now this we are getting the second equation. This is the second one. Now just we have to solve these two simultaneously equations and we get the tension and acceleration, and this is our required answer also. So what will we do? There is a plus T and there is minus T. Just simply add these two equations. It is a normal mathematics which we are already know. So just solve it. So this T and T's cancel out. You will get 30 minus 20. Means we are here adding equation 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2. Now this we are using this 30 minus 20, which is equal to 5 into A, so you will get 10. So 10 equal to 5A, so the acceleration will be 2 meter per second square. We are getting the acceleration of 2 meter per second square. So 3 kg will move down with the acceleration of 2 meter per second square, while the 2 kgs move in upward direction with the same magnitude of acceleration, 2 meter per second square. Now we put this value in either of the equation 1 or 2 and we are getting the value of tension. So just put in any equations. So we can put in second one, and you can put also in first one. So this 30 minus T is equal to 3 into A is 2 here, so we are just putting the value of 2. So this is 30 minus 6 will be equal to T, which is equal to 24 Newton. The 24 Newton, this is the tension. So we are getting the value of tension as well as the acceleration. So if the tension you have asked, this is 24 Newton, while the acceleration is 2 meter per second square. So you can see this application of Newton's law. The theory is applied in this problem and we are getting the acceleration and tension. So let's see the another problem. This is also very nice problem to understand the application of Newton's law. So this is a 3 kg block on the table, while the 2 kg block is hanging through the pulley. The pulley, the thread are massless, and that friction on the table is also absent. So the gravity is pulled down. The gravity is pulled down this 2 kg. So here there is a 20 Newton force is applied. While in this 3 kg, if you see the 3 kg, the 3 kg is on the table. So the normal force is applied by the table is balanced by the 30 Newton force which is exerted by the gravity. So here the gravitational force of this 3 kg block is balanced by the normal force of the gravity, but here it is not so. So what will happen? This 2 kg block is bound to move in downward direction. So this will move in a downward direction, and if the 2 kgs move in bound to downward direction, then this 3 kg will move also in forward direction with the same acceleration magnitude. This acceleration is downward and this acceleration in forward direction because the length of the thread remains the same. Okay, now we have to find the tension. The tension is also the same because the thread is massless and the pulley is massless. So if the thread and the pulley are massless, then the either side of the pulley the tension must be same. This we are already used in the previous problems. So the same things we are applying here. Now we draw the free body diagram. So FBD of 3 kg, FBD of 3 kg. So if you draw the FBD of 3 kg, here you can draw the full FBD. Then this is a normal force, this is a 30 Newton, but these forces are balanced here, so we do not need these forces. So there is a tension T here and the acceleration in this direction. So along the acceleration there is only the single force T. So by using the Newton's law, F equal to ma, this is a formula, you can say this is a formula. this is net force है ना, we are using this a net force. So this T will be equal to, mass is 3 kg, 3 into A. Now this is equation number 1. Now MBD of 2 kg. Now 2 kg is moving in downward direction with an acceleration A. The tension in upward direction and the gravitational pull is 20 Newton in downward direction. So which one is greater, either T or 20 Newton? Definitely the 20 Newton must be greater because the acceleration is downward direction. If the acceleration in upward direction, let's suppose if the acceleration in upward direction, then T must be greater than 20, in which the force will be greater on the side where the acceleration produced. So this 20 minus T will be equal to 2 into A. Now this is equation number 2. Now what will we do to solve these two equations? Just put the value of T in these equations. So just putting the value of T here, the 20 minus 3A equal to 2A, so you will get 20 is equal to 5A. So the acceleration is 4 meter per second square. Now if you put this value here, so you will get the tension. Tension is how much? It is how this becomes 12 Newton. Now we easily solve these two problems. So this is the application and it's very important also. So now take another problem. It's little bit different. So let us move to the another problem. This is also very interesting problem. So you can see there are the same block. We are taking the 2 kg and the 3 kg, but the arrangement is little bit different. The inclination of 37 degree one side and the another is 53 degree. These are the standard angles and we know the values. Now we have to find the tension, and acceleration. The same thing which we have find the previous problem. We have to find the tension and the acceleration. So now they are same tension because the pulley and the thread are massless, the same conditions. Now one thing here, we can't exactly predict in which directions the system move. It may be possible the 3 kg will move downward, it may be possible the 2 kg move downward in this direction, because it depends, the acceleration is depends upon the mass as well as the inclination. So here we can't predict, so let us assume in any case. So let us suppose we take the acceleration of 3 kg downward direction, so definitely this 2 kg in upward direction. Okay, now we calculate by this assumption. If our assumption is wrong, then we are getting the acceleration negative value. So if acceleration we are getting the negative, it means the 2 kg will move downward direction and the 3 kg in upward direction. It's okay. So the mathematics will take care in which direction they are moving. So let's draw the free body diagram of 3 kg. So first we have to draw the FBD of 3 kg, So we have drawn the FBD of 3 kg. So the 3 kg is here. So it is an upward direction T. Now there is another force, this is mg, the component of mg, this is a normal. But the normal and mg component of mg, here there is no requirement, so we are not going to draw this. So here we know this is mg. Now the component of here, this is mg. This is how much? 37. So this is 37. And this mg mass is how much? Mass is 30. So this is 30. You can write here the 30 and sine 37. Okay. And we assume the acceleration is downward direction, to keep the acceleration here. So this 30, so the Newton's law, F equal to ma, by using the F is equal to ma. This 30 sine 37 minus t will be equal to mass into acceleration. Sine 37 is 3 by 5. We know that sine 37 is 3 by 5, and the cos 37 4 by 5. Sine 53 4/5, ठीक है, and so on. Sin 37 is, this is 3/5 minus t will be equal to 3 into a, so this is 6 into this 18 minus t will be equal to 3a. So we are getting the first equation here. Now we draw the 2 kg free body diagram of 2 kg, FBD of 2 kg. So we are draw the free body diagram of 2 kg. You are getting the tension in upward direction. This angle is how much? This angle is given 53, so this is 53. Now this is 20 sine 53, and it will move in which direction? Now see here, this is in upward direction, so definitely it will move. We assume that it's move in upward direction. So if it is move in upward direction, the tension T must be greater than 20 sine 53. So this must be 20 sine 53 will be equal to mass. Mass is 2 kg. We have draw the free body of 2 kg, the 2 into acceleration. The sine 53 is how much? Sine 53 we already written, this 4/5. So this is t minus 20. 4/5 will be equal to 2a. To cancel out, this is t minus 16 equal to 2a. This is equation number 2. So this is t minus 18, and this is 18 minus t. Not just, we will just add these two equations. So if you add this t and this t will be cancelled out. This 18 minus 16 you will get 2, and this is how much? 5a. So the acceleration is 2/5, means 0.4 meter per second square. So the acceleration is positive 0.4 meter per second square. It means our assumption is perfectly correct. It means in practically the 3 kg will move in downward direction and 2 kg will move in upward directions. So if we are taking the wrong assumptions, the acceleration will come out will be negative. So we are not bothered about, the mathematics will take care of all the things. So luckily we are getting the positive. So we got the answer here, acceleration. Now put this value of acceleration in either of the equations, we are getting the tension also. So keep in 2 in second one. So you put in second one, then just keep in second one. So I just rub it here. So if you put it here, so this is t minus 16 will be equal to 2 into 0.4. So this is t minus 16 equal to 0.8. So t will be 16.8. The tension will be 16.8 Newton. Definitely don't ignore the unit. The unit is also very important, because sometimes they are given in gram or in other unit. Sometimes they ask in centimeters, sometimes they ask in CGS system. So please remember the unit. The first chapter of physics, the unit dimensions, this play a very important role in throughout the physics. So t is 16.8 Newton, while the acceleration is 0.4 meter per second square. So I hope you understand all these things. So I think it's enough for today. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.